don't you hate when you set a goal, you achieve it, and then you start going backwards? Welcome to this lesson. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid going backwards. Okay, it seems to be a very common thing. So the biggest thing that I'm going to talk about, and I always talk about with everyone, is setting goals. Now the big thing is, yes, we've set some short-term goals, but what happens after that? Okay, sweet, we've lost 10 kilos, now what? Becomes really easy to kind of just slip off the wagon and complacency sets in. So this is why it's really important to make sure that you're actually setting longer term goals or focusing on how you can actually progress through with some of these things. So what I encourage is to set an overall massive, huge goal of something that you think is very out of reach. Then what we do is we scale it back and figure out steps on how we can get there, okay? So if your goal is to lose 10 kilos, okay, where does that lead to, all right? Do we want to run a half marathon or a full marathon? Do we want to do a bodybuilding show? Do we want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, as an example? So they're just some examples about how you can use, say losing 5-10 kilos to help you progress forward and stay on the wagon. Now, what I recommend in terms of a short-term goal is 8 to 10 to 12 weeks. A mid-term goal, maybe 3 to 6 months, and a long-term goal, 1 to 2 years. Something down the track that you can progress on, okay? Now, when it comes back to these kinds of things, say we achieve our goal 2 years down the track, all right, how can we improve on it? Can we, say you've done a half marathon and you did a 2-hour half marathon, all right, can we aim for 1 hour and 50 minutes on the next one? Boom. See how all of a sudden we've created a consistency in terms of how we can keep pushing ourselves and stay on track to help us keep moving forward. And that's the big things, is we always want to set goals afterwards so that way we can keep working towards the next one and it becomes a step ladder to our ultimate success in terms of where we actually want to try and be. Okay, so that's a big factor. Now the next part is accountability. How we can keep from or avoid from going backwards is accountability. So a big one, hire a trainer. So if you're watching this, obviously you're on the Campaign Fitness program, and if you're not, highly recommend you do. So having a trainer can keep you accountable because you have someone to answer to. They're going to keep you honest. Obviously, if you're coughing up some dollars, all right, you're going to feel obligated to do that, okay? There's a price point behind it, and everybody sees a value in, or they just don't want to waste their money. They see the value in actually spending their money, their hard-earned cash. So I'm sure you feel the same way. The trainer as well, also not only through the week, they should be keeping you accountable, or it obviously works as a two-way street. If you're struggling, you need to reach out to them as well. But mid-session, they keep you accountable. They keep you pushing through and keep that drive going partway through the sessions. Whether you're thinking you're going to give up at the 8th rep and they push you through to the 10th or 12th, okay, they're examples about how to keep you accountable, okay? And obviously if you've got something to answer to with your food and your habits outside the sessions, that just keeps you honest, because you're going to get in deep doo-doos if you don't. Other ones is your friends. Obviously, if you surround yourselves with the right types of friends who actually support your goals and, whack out that bit of chocolate cake out of your hand if you know that you've got something important coming up soon. Okay, that's another one. But the ultimate person to keep yourself accountable is yourself. If you value this goal that you're trying to work towards on this journey to your desired outcome, then it's important to keep yourself accountable. Set the bar high. There is no need to set a poor standard and set the bar low, okay? You need to expect yourself to be at a high level, okay? Why tolerate crappy expectations and poor expectations of what you're capable of, okay? For myself, I expect myself to work up here, okay? I know I can work better than what some performances have, okay? But I don't like walking into a situation knowing I could have done better, okay? Hold yourself accountable, Keep yourself at a high standard, okay? There's no reason to keep yourself at a low standard. Think highly of yourself, back yourself, because that's it's the most important person that should be backing you, okay? Progress, as I mentioned before, okay, this is the final point, and it's always something I hype on about, is make sure that you're finding something that you can progress in. The more you can progress, or if you set a target, achieve it, how can you improve on it? How can you improve on it? How can you improve on it? Get really good at it. Keep working on it. And then that way you get excited about smashing your last attempts. Okay, so whether that's you squatted 60 kilos today, next week you squatted 62. Bam, awesome, what a great job. Okay, if you ran a 2-hour marathon, 2-hour half marathon the first time, then you ran a 1-hour 45 minute, bang, how much of an increase is that? That's smashing it, that's great. Okay, that's something to get excited about. All right, so progress, set goals, and keep yourself accountable, guys. That's today's lesson. See you on the next one.